up, friends? Nothing crazy and too exciting today, but I figured I'd bring you guys along. I did most of the work yesterday and it was raining, so I didn't have the camera set up to record any of it. But I did 90% of the work yesterday. Housekeeping, you need help? I did 90% of the work yesterday. I ran all the wires, the power wires, the speaker wires. I was about 5 foot short on one set of speaker wires. A guy used to be real big into car stereos. It had a ton of stuff, and over the years it's just disappeared. I probably gave it away, used it, whatever. So anyways, I bought a, and it's for we're doing this in here. So nothing crazy. Same thing. I know I didn't cover the TV install with you guys, but we just went with a cheap 32-inch Hisense TV. I think it was, I don't know, $100, $120 or something for the TV. It's in the trailer. So I just went to Walmart because I'm impatient. I could have bought one online, but I got the rest of the speaker wire I need. And we just bought one of these dudes here. Just a little cheap digital AM, FM, Bluetooth. It's got the blue teeth, so you can just hold your phone next to it and it magically makes music. 25 bucks at Walmart. I saw some similar on eBay and Temu for $13 to $20. I'm impatient. I wanted to get it done. I got a lot going on right now with the move. We're down to just like what, June, the month of June, the month of July, and the last week of August is our last week in the state of Illinois. So trying to get some stuff done, trying to wrap some projects up and start just focusing strictly on the move. So I'm gonna bring you guys along today to finish up the stereo install, I guess. I haven't done the roof on the rig yet in here, the ceiling, so we're gonna get to that. So it's a little crude looking, but let's hop in here and take a look. So, you know, as the old saying goes, the project's never really done. And as I step in here, that's one of the things. I'm saying once I install the stereo today, which you guys are here with me for, I'm done. I'm a liar. I'm gonna do a roof vent because it's hot in here. It is 100 degrees. Let me grab you guys and have you take a look-see here. And like I said, look at the roof. You know, like I installed the lights. This is the prefab stuff from the factory, and boy, that's hot. I don't even want to touch the metal. But I got a thermometer in here. 100 degrees, 33% humidities. I built this. This is just wood paneling, just like this, with 1x like this. Holding it together, and then I wrapped it in marine grade vinyl. Like I say, this is kind of crude because I haven't done the ceiling yet. So the ceiling's going to be the same white panel. I put the danger stickers on here because I always bang my noggins on it. So I don't want anybody else banging their noggins on it. But so I'm going to put the white paneling on the roof as the ceiling. Don't know how I'm going to do the lights yet. Right now they're just stuck up with 3M tape. I might take them down and then just shoot self-tappers into the beams. I'll mark the studs or whatever. I got these Rockford Fosgate Crunch 6.5s in the pods. I got those mounted the other night after they came, and I did one in the front, one in the back. I'm not real sure how I feel about that 100% yet. I guess once I get it hooked up and try it out, we'll see. I'm thinking, I don't know, it's only a 6x12 trailer, y'all. So I'm really thinking that 4 speakers is going to be a little much in here. And a lot of folks have asked, a lot of my buddies, I shouldn't say folks, but a lot of my buddies that I've talked to about this and told and talked to about this are like, why don't you just use a Bluetooth speaker? And it's like, well, I could. You're absolutely right. But then you got to remember to charge it. You got to remember to bring it with. You got to have somewhere to put it. And I'm trying to go as practical as I can with this trailer. I want all my amenities. I got a buddy of mine I'm buying a portable AC unit from that I'll be able to run off the battery system in the trailer, or if I have either the generator or shore power available. So, because like I say, it's 100 degrees in here right now. I'm fat. A guy's hot. He's sweating. So the roof vent would help with that. And then obviously if I get that portable AC unit, this will be a nice little place to hang out and chill at the races, in between races. And I got a fold down table that I have to install yet. Keep forgetting about that. But anywho's in way, practicality, right? Just keep it simple. And yeah, Bluetooth speaker would be easier. And I've got like 6 of them somewhere in here, around everywhere, in the garage, in the cars for when we go out and do things. We usually buy the cheap $15 ones at like Five Below or whatever. But I always forget to charge them. I bought one for working on the RV, and I always forget to charge it. And then you have to charge it. You can't just plug it in and have... Anyways, I'm going on a tangent. Let's get to this. We're going to install a stereo. Like I said, everything's pretty much done. We just got to hook up the factory wiring harness from the stereo and go from there. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. I got wire strippers, I got tape, got some connectors. Should be good. I bought some air fresheners for in here. And some charging cables for phones and GoPros and stuff. Let me get all this stuff unboxed and I'll be right back with you guys. So I guess first things third and third things first and second things fourth, we're gonna, I only used the speaker wire that came with the speakers. It was a little short, like 5 feet short. So I guess first thing I'm gonna do is get these patched in and run the extension. I didn't go crazy. So I bought 50 or 100 feet, I don't remember now. 50 or 100 feet of speaker wire off of Temu, just because it was cheap, right? And I love Temu for their stickers, and that's where I get most of the stickers that you guys have seen on the trailer. Some of the stuff on the back door and the metal signs and stuff. $3-4. You go on eBay and the same stickers and decals and metal signs are like $20-25. Well, I don't care if it takes 3 weeks to get. I'm in no hurry for the stuff. Well, anyways, perusing on Temu, I saw that they had speaker wire, so I was like, that's a no-brainer. And I saw the similar stereos for like $13, so I ended up ordering this speaker wire from them, but it hasn't come yet. So like I say, I'm in no hurry for it, so it's no big deal. And I'm going to do this, and some of you guys are probably going to cringe and be like, oh, he's not using butt connectors. No, I'm not. I'm just going to electrical tape it. Because, well, I can. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just speakers. Not that big a deal, fellers and fellas. Might be cringeworthy, but it's just speakers. And they were cheap enough. I got these Rockford Fosgates on eBay. Rockford Fosgate Crunch. Crunch is its own brand, but Rockford Fosgate makes them. I had a Crunch amp back in the day. 1400 watt amp on 2 JBLs. Holy catfish. It'd rattle your teeth loose. It was insane. Good product. But again, they're owned by Rockford Fosgate, so I'm sure it's probably just like Ford and Mercury, GMC and Chevy, right? It's probably all the same internals as the Rockford Fosgate stuff, just with a different name on it, so they can sell the same amp and appeal to different people. Anywho's, getting these tied in here. It's hot in here, man. I wish I'd have drove down to Cherry Valley today and picked up that portable AC unit from my buddy. Giving me a hell of a deal. It's too small for where he bought it for. Can't return it. Bought it off the Jungle website, the Amazons. And $400 unit. He's selling it to me for $75. I need to jump on that. He said he's not going to sell it to anybody else. So, and I trust him. Just Cherry Valley is like a 40-minute drive from where I live, and I know that's not long in retrospect, but for me, that's a long drive. I don't like driving 20 minutes somewhere. Granted, I drove 3.5, 4 hours to races before, but which isn't that far either, but to me it is, because I hate driving that far. Some of the guys I race with drive 12, 14 hours to races. Not me. I can't do that. That's too much for me. I hate driving that far. I hate driving far distances. It's just not my thing. I don't know how truck drivers do it. I don't know. Can't save the money because there's plenty of other jobs where you don't have to be in the truck and you can still make about the same amount of money or more. But anywho's, we got them hooked up. We're gonna tape the split apart. Just have to tape the splits together. I've got the connectors. I just don't want to take the time to do it, and I really don't care. Cheap and easy. Good enough. Good enough for the girls I go with, as they say. Whew, a guy is sweating. Moses, sandals. It's hot in here. All right. Hot. Ooh, that's hot. Man, that metal roof is scorching. Holy catfish, I just burned my fingers. I won't be using my fingers to push up on it, that's for certain. Moses. Guys, drop a comment below. Do you guys want to see me put the ceiling in this thing? Is that something that would interest you? You guys have any interest in that? I don't know. I mean, I just kind of feel like right now, you'd just be staring at the back of my head for a while I'm installing it all. There's plenty of do-it-yourselfers on the interwebs that have built trailers out like I'm doing, like a portable garage or whatever you want to call it. I never really even thought about it that way either. I showed some pictures to a buddy of mine, and he's like, "Oh, you built your trailer out like a garage." And I'm like, I guess I did. I didn't even think of it that way. The checkerboard floor, the nice walls, the nice lights, the TV. Now I'm doing stereo. Didn't even think of it that way, but I guess so, yeah. But I just like nice stuff, and I wanted something nice to be able to go to the races in, but also something very practical that we can still use. So, obviously in the downtime, we're going to still be using this trailer. We're going to be using it for moving. We're going to be using it for picking stuff up. You know, it's going to be, again, like I said, I wanted something that we can use. And who's here? That's why I paused earlier. I thought I heard something. Something we can still use on a regular basis for hauling stuff. We want to make a big purchase, which we probably won't be making any big purchases anytime soon because we're moving. But must be my kid. That's that you? Hi, baby.
Scared you.
You didn't?
Yeah, I didn't.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Good.
I got fish and chips.
Fish and chips? Yeah, Prairie Street Brew House is good. Have you been there before?
A long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, right on. Oh, guy's bleeding now. Anywho, back to what we were talking about. So, we still use it for regular stuff, you know, like a normal trailer. And that's kind of what I wanted, to make it practical and universal. And using tape was a bad idea of how hot it is in here. And that's what I've done. You know, we can still load stuff up in here. This is on a quick disconnect mount, so I can unplug the back of the power cord from the back of the TV and just lift it off and take it out. So it's not, you know, it doesn't have to stay in here in the event that we need it for something else. So, and that, you know, that's, to me, that makes sense. Would I like a dedicated race trailer? Absolutely would. It would probably be an 8.5 by 20 or 24 foot. It would definitely be bigger than 6 by 12 if I had a dedicated race trailer, because I would make it a toy hauler. I would do exactly what I did here, and I would take a good section of it up in the front of the trailer where the man door is, and I would most certainly make it make a sleeper. I would make a little living space. TV, bed, stereo, rooftop AC unit. Problem is, those are spendy. Those are expensive. Those don't come cheap, to say the least. So I feel like I paid a little too much for this trailer. It wasn't 100% what I wanted. I wanted a ramp door, and I had to get barn doors. But for the money, this was the cheapest trailer and the nicest trailer for the money when I was looking and had the money to buy it. So Paid cash for it, didn't finance it, not getting me with the high interest rates right now. It's a 6x12. It's a 2015 Bravo trailer, 6x12. Barn doors, which I'm not thrilled about the barn doors, like I said, but it is what it is. I paid $3,500 for it. So, and it was in really good shape. All the other ones that I saw on FaceSpace Marketplace and Craigslist and what have yous and whatnots locally, they were up there. $4,000 or $5,000 for 6x12. I'm not, for what? Yeah, I could have got my ramp door, but I would have paid more money. It is what it is. Anywho, some way. We're going to get the speakers hooked up here, and we'll be right back with you. Alright, so I got everything wired, and I wanted to show you guys something. So I only got the 2 speakers, like I said, hooked up right now. So what I'm going to do is, so I don't have live wires bouncing around and have power going through them, I'm going to clip them, and then I'm just going to put little tag ends on them with electrical tape, just so there's no clip, clip, clip. Make sure you leave enough, okay? Because a guy's been doing car stereos a long time. I used to be real big into car stereos back in the day, and I'd buy a car from somebody, and there'd already be a car stereo in it, and then you try to fix something, and they leave like this much room, and I hate that. I hate that. Why? You got all the wires. Use them. Don't make it so you got to be like this the entire time you're working on stuff. Look at how much lead I got here. And this is a lot. This is probably excessive to most professional audio installers, but there's no reason to make the wires this short. Give yourself room to work. That shit is ignorant. Excuse me. That crap is ignorant. What are you doing? Leave room to work. See how fired up I get about that? It drives me nuts. So we're going to tape off these. The power antenna wire is already taped off. We're not going to be using an amplifier in here, obviously, so we're not going to use the remote wire, power antenna wire. We're just going to use the factory amp that says, the box says, this has a 200 watt amp built into it. That's awfully small for 200 watts. Back in the day, and even to this day, I have a 1400 watt amp that is like giant, and 200 watt amp, and this thing is itty bitty. So I'm going to get these taped off, and then we're going to get the stereo actually installed in the little plastic piece, which I'll go over that here in a minute. Alright, so we got her plugged in and turned on, so a guy kind of knows what he's doing. So let's get some boom booms going here. So Warren G would be proud. Not expecting a lot out of a $25 stereo and $20 or $25 speakers. I paid more for the pods than I paid for the speakers. The pods were $38 for those plastic speaker pods. So, yeah, alright. Probably going to get a copyright for this, but whatever. So we got to try it out. Anywho, let's see what we got here. A little Memphis Mayfire, Make Believe. You guys like them? I like them. Oh, look at that. Some boom booms. That's annoying. The rattle. I wonder what that is. Got a loose screw holding the speaker, and that's the rattle, so I'll have to tighten that up. But it works. Check it out. I mean, look. For what a guy's using it for, this is perfect. I mean, it don't need to be loud and boomy. There's no room in here for a subwoofer. I mean, maybe one of those compact ones, but those are pricey. They're spendy. Anywho, we're going to get this all shoved in here and get the stereo locked in, which means we're going to have to take this down, which means I'm going to have to go find the zip gun and take the screws out and bend the little tabs or what have yous and whatnots, and yeah. Just FYI, it did drop down to 97 since I've opened the door. I guy's getting hot. I got to get out of here, but I forgot. Well, never mind. I forgot to go over this, and I said I would. So that being, this little deal here, I bought one of these for my boat, and I really like it. It works out really nice. Be able to put a stereo somewhere where you don't have mounting space. It's pretty slick. I'm digging on it. Like I said, I had one, saw it on the Jungle website or Evil Bay or one of the twos there, and it was like 20 bucks or something, and it works out really nice if you need to mount a stereo somewhere where you don't have access to it. They make them in doubled in size too, but I already had this one because I had forgot I bought one when I bought one for my boat, and so I ended up with two, installed the one in the boat, and then had the extra sitting here. So I was like, ooh, when I found it, I was like, sweet, now I don't have to buy one or build one, because I was gonna. This I bought off the interwebs. Surprisingly enough, again, bought it off Temu. And it's worked out really great so far. It's got feasible link on each switch, so it's really cool. But this I built. Like I said, that's just that, I don't know, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch wood paneling or whatever with these 1/2 inch by 1 inch, whatever, 1x3s or whatever they're called, as frame. So I didn't have to build anything, which was nice. Come on, focus. I didn't have to build anything, and that's going to look factory, and it's going to look nice once I put the ceiling, the white panels, these white panels are going in the roof too on the ceiling. So anywho, I'm gonna wrap it up because the guy's sweating like crazy. It's super hot in here. It's 98 degrees inside the trailer right now, and I haven't installed the roof vent or have picked up the AC yet. So anywho's, thanks guys. We'll see you on the next one. All right, found the tools I need. 2 hours later. Took me like 10 minutes, not even 5. Those are hot. Hi, baby.
I don't like it.
Too hot?
It doesn't even taste good. It's just spicy.
Oh, I like the flavor.
And yeah, too hot.
Okay. So, do I have to stay there? All right. Where'd my screw go? There it is. There it is. All right, got 4 screws. All right. Well, I guess we can just go ahead and plug her in. So, plugged in. Slide it in. Oh, thank you. Only thing I did forget is an antenna. So I'll order an antenna off the Evil Bays. Cool. Probably turn that off. Goodbye. Let me see where we're at here. Alright, so you should probably use a flathead screwdriver. Don't be like me. And if you do, be like me, be careful. I'm using a pocket knife. It'll work. So, Brad, how'd you learn how to do all this stuff? Well, I just was big into, like I said, I was big into car stereos when I was a kid, and used to have some real big boom booming systems Warren G and Snoop Dogg would be proud of. And I kind of, I don't know, fell off out of it over. I still love bass. I hate to say it. I got a buddy of mine that's older than I am, and he's got 3 10-inch MTX Thunder 7500s and a pretty gnarly box in his Tahoe, and it as the youngsters today say, it slaps, and it slaps hard. I did put a single 12 so far in my Tahoe that I have, that I just picked up, or it's actually a Yukon. But, well, for crying in the mud, I just don't know if I want all that again. I mean, I do. Yes, I do. But I don't want to spend the money on it. I've got 2 10-inch MTX Thunder 4500s, and they just don't... They sounded good in my S10 when I had it. But I think they need to be in a ported box. I'm not sure that the amp is big enough to run. I don't know. It just, for whatever reason, in the new truck I picked up, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound good, if you will, I guess. I'm not even going to bother zip tying that up. So, it's fine. It'll be fine. It's all fine. It's all okay. So I'll end up getting a I'll end up getting an antenna off the Evil Base or the Jungle website for this thing. Oh yeah. So we do have a radio, actually, in case you just want to have some music playing in the background and don't want to have your phone hooked up. This stereo does have blue teeth in it. Oh, whoop, socket stuck. The stereo does have the blue teeth, which is nice, but just for simplicity and quickness for the video, I didn't bother with trying to hook up the blue teeth or nothing. I just used the aux cord. So, and I'm okay with that. So, now here's the downside to having room to work, right? What do you do with all the extra wires? Well, for right now, they're just going to get shoved in there. Once I put the ceiling in, you won't see them. So, none of the wires will be visible once the ceiling's in. I'll notch everything the way it needs to be notched. I'll put little holes for the wiring, and yeah, none of the wires will be seen. The guy's happy with this. This is cool. A little hard to see. It's up high, but whatever. It's fine. It'll be okay. It's all fine. It's all fine. All right, let's try her one more time here. Put some tunes on here. Not paired. I know. Let's go source, aux in. Just throw some old school on here. Let's see, what do we got? Put some bass to it, some trebles. Put some trebles on it. Loud on. There we go. Ooh. Too much bass. I gotta tighten the speaker. Sounds good though for what it is. Don't need no craziness. But anywho, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna tighten that speaker and I'm gonna call it quits because I'm sweating like a gerbil in it. Well, I'm sweating like a lady of the night in church. We'll say that one. It's 98 degrees in here, so the guy is moist. I'm going to tighten that speaker up. I'm going to clean up the tools and call it quits. Anywho's and way. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. My plans for this weekend were shot because of the rain yesterday with canceling of the car show, but that car show has been rescheduled now till June 29th, last Saturday of June. We will be there. We will have a booth set up. We'll have the quads, the dirt bikes. Jay Bozart, my buddy with Blue Ox Monster Truck, will be there. Old school style monster truck, home built in his garage and driveway. So that's kind of cool. But wanted to get something pumped out for you guys. I might do a cooking video this weekend too still. Sweet and spicy pineapple grilled chicken. So that might be coming your way too. Anywho's, like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.